Yo, what is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope, back again with another video, and today's is a little bit different, right? You're not expecting this. This is me on my PC. Somebody commented on my video saying that my mic was trash on my PlayStation. I'm about to tweet that on them, dude. I had just commented, I'm like, you think I got the funds for that or whatever? And then I recorded another video, right? I was about to make another video, and I actually heard the audio, and it's just choppy for some reason. And the thing I'm using are these. These are PlayStation Pulse earbuds. These are not a problem. When I'm talking in my audio, like with my friends, I'm in game chat, whatever, I sound fine. It's just the Share Factory app that's on PlayStation for some reason just doesn't want to work with me, and I don't know why. So here we are making my first video on my PC. So yeah. Now what are we talking about today? Let's go ahead and get into that. I don't want to waste too much time, right? I already talked for a minute. So this is my new series. It's called Saving Star Rail. You know, we're gonna try to save Star Rail, bring the game back up to peak and beyond that, all right? Because I know the game can do better than what it is. I think that the game at its best is okay. These last couple months, I cannot put Star Rail in anything over mid. It is another gacha game. It's just pretty. Okay, is it okay if I say that? The game is just it's okay as every other gacha game. It's just pretty. Other than that, there is nothing going on for Star Rail. I can go to other gacha games and talk about things that they're doing that are like pushing the bar that Star Rail just isn't doing anymore. They're not pushing any bar. I don't think they ever have really pushed the bar. It's just MiHoYo. It looks so pretty. You know, we kind of overlook that they're doing just what other games do. There are so many gacha games that die in this space. They do the same exact thing that MiHoYo does, but they don't see the light of day. Why? Because they don't have a name, so they can't do that. They can't try to copy average work. MiHoYo can put out average work and it'll work because they have such a big brand for themselves. But somebody else tries it, it doesn't work. Why? Because in my opinion, I mean let's not say subjectively, but in my opinion, I think what MiHoYo's been pushing out is very average. But their name is here, their work is here, and it brings that work to about here just because their name is so high. And so they get to thrive with minimal work, and I'm over that, right? I don't want a Genshin Impact on my hands. I like this game. I want them to put in the work. And so it's up to us as a community to make them put in that work, all right? So that's what this whole series is going to entail. So this is Saving Star Rail, and we're starting off with in-game. All right, so I might be looking back and forth from here and there, so sorry about that if you guys get confused. You know, monitor's over there, camera's over here on my other monitor. So to start off on saving in-game, saving Star Rail. So this one is called in-game, right? It starts with the MOC, okay? So it's really, really simple, right? What happens when a new person comes onto the game, right? They beat everything. Let's say they make it through all the story and everything, right? And then they come on over to the messenger, right? And they've done everything. They come over to MOC, right? This is all they have are these three tabs here, right? Which, in my opinion, is a problem. Why? Because it's in-game. Why is in-game not truly in-game? There should be all the stages here for you to be able to go back and do. Guys, I play a game called Dokkan Battle, right? And in this game, Dokkan Battle, there's so many in-game modes, guys. So many. There's Red Zone, there's Blue Zone, there's the Legendary Fights, there's Super Battle Roll, there's Extreme Super Battle Roll. There is so many different forms of in-game. It is crazy. But you know what's even crazier about that in-game? Is that it never leaves, and you can always go back and do it. There are like 70 plus stages in a thing called Extreme Battle Roll, and like 50 plus stages in another game called Extreme Super Battle Roll, which never leave. Why? Because if a new player gets on, what would the game be if they could only do 5 of those missions? Everything else was gone because they wanted to put a timer on it so that you can't maximize and get a lot of Stellar Jades to truly enjoy the game. That doesn't make sense, does it? So what do? You can go back and do all of that old content. It's always there for you to do, whether you're new or old. Oh, I haven't logged on for a while. Let me hop on and see what I missed. You can go see what you missed. Can't do that with this game. Why? Because MiHoYo plays when us not having. And it's annoying, right? Because at the end of the day, what is this game about, guys? Can somebody tell me what the game is about? It's about this. It's about pulling characters. It's about making teams. But yet, pulling characters and making teams is not easy. Because one, we don't get a lot of pulls to actually pull the characters. You know how many people want Aglia? And I want Aglia, but we know that it's just not worth it. And it's like this in a lot of games, right? But in other games, you can make up those pulls a lot of times. It's so hard to make up pulls in this game when we all know that Tribby comes out in 1 hour and 39 minutes. So it's like, I gotta let this character sit because I can't get Tribby if I pull this character. I know I can't. Not with the free-to-play currency that I get. I know I can't. I can't even pull the character after that with this because I could fail the 50-50. So I know I'm not guaranteed to miss 2 characters if I pull for her, but it's a very high chance if I spend no money, there's a very high chance that I miss 2 characters because I pulled this character. And that's lame in a team-building game, right? And this is assuming I actually have, this is when I don't have the resources, right? But what happens if I pull the character, right? And I want to go get another character. Alright? That's not the end of our problems, right? The next problem becomes, do I have the relics? Do I have the XP to level them up? Do I have the XP to level up their relics? Do I have their ascension materials? Do I have their trace materials? You see how, do I have their weekly materials? I'm already have to grind all of this, right? This already takes up so much time. The least they could do is let us get the Stellar Jade to get on these banners, right? Especially as a new player, right? Let me get an abundance. So this goes 2 ways, right? That's for the new players. What about for the old players? How do you make this better? How do we make MOC better? And it's real simple, right? You have to add all the old MOCs, right? That doesn't leave here. Old MOCs have to come back, right? So when we come over here, right? Actually, no, let's do it. Let's take it to the other page, right? Let's take it over to this page, right? I click on MOC. You know what I should see right here when I click X? I should see a drop down of every single MOC that's been in the game. So, it should be something like, going to MOC, I want to see this. This is what I want to see when I click MOC, guys. Get all of this. I want to be able to see 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. Everything should be here for the new players and the old players. And you do the same thing for Forgotten Hall, or you do the same thing for Apocalypse Shadow and Pure Fiction. This applies to all those in games. This changes the game. Everybody was always talking about this change. This would change everything. Because now you're adding replayability to the game, right? So it doesn't stop there, right? This is just one half of the recipe, right? So you add in all the old stages, which I know they can. Let's make this clear, by the way. I think I said it in the intro, but like, these are things that they can do. Will they do is the actual question. Not can it. They can. They can. Don't underestimate me. They can do these things. Let's not act like they're children with no team. These are things they can do. Do they want to do them? That's a whole different question. So let's say they add this, right? The next step, right? The next step is, it's very simple what the next step is, right? So let's go ahead and go in, right? We teleport, right? What should we see next, right? Oh, I've cleared all my basic missions, right? For the old MOC and new MOC. I cleared all my basic missions, right? That was fun. Now there's no reason for me to ever play the game again. Unless, boom, we get EX missions. Get this grip on my face. We get extreme missions. So rather than have just the basic, 20, whatever it has, 20 no down characters and like 15 or whatever, is that what it is? 10. Instead of that, now you add 25 cycles remaining, 27 cycles remaining, 30 cycles remaining, right? Now you got something on your hands. And they can do this for every 3 stages, they can do this every 4 stages. They can only do it for the last stage. But give me something to want to play it again, right? And these can be substituted for literally anything. Do this, so clear this stage with imaginary and ice, and then clear the second half with only the elements listed, and then the last one, no down characters. They can keep that one the same. But like, you can add extra missions to this, keep the same amount of rewards. So it has to keep the same amount of rewards, because you're already going to get half, right? Because I don't expect them to do this for every stage, right? I know Miho is already not that nice. They would not do this for all the stages. They can do this for every 3 stages. So 3, 6, 9, and 12. So that'd be it's not even half. That's like a quarter of the stages, right? Yeah, quarter of the stages. So we get quarter of the J's, but we're still getting replayability. You see what I'm saying? And if you have this for all the old content, you know how much stellar Jade we can get from that? I don't know. I didn't do the math on it. We can get a lot of stellar Jade, right? And we're getting replayability, and we're getting time, and we get to try things that we don't get to try. And this all feeds into a full cycle, right? So this is just part one. So we're gonna get into the rest of that later. So because you might be saying, oh, well, what if I don't have these characters? We're gonna get into that. But for this video, we're not going into that. This is just a hypothetical. And these are EX challenges, right? This is for the people who have a lot of characters. Because the first half is just for people who just started the game, right? So remember that first screenshot where I said you can just go back and do all the old ones? That's for anybody who might have stopped playing the game, anybody who's just starting the game. You can go back and do all those old ones. But now we're talking about for people who have the accounts. What do we get? What do we have to do? This is where the replayability comes in. Let me do these old MOCs with the new challenges, being higher cyclage. Let's make 0 cycles matter. That's what the 30 cycles remaining is for. And it's like, ooh, I can't beat it. You won't be mad at me because you're still getting a gang of Jade, right? But this is where the challenge comes in, right? Can you 0 cycle this? And now it makes us want to try to get our gear right. Now we want to go speed tune, right? This Aglet situation where everybody's mad at Aglet because we don't have our speed right and everything, that goes away. Because now we have an incentive to want to build. Now I have a reason to go build my characters this way. Because up until now, there's no reason to build speed, so that's why so many people are just flabbergasted because you never had to do it. And now all of a sudden I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my opinion, right? That's just my opinion of saving game, right? I'm not going to keep you here much longer. So there's going to be a cycle. We're going to do this for other things. We're going to talk about how we can save MOC, how we can save the shop, how we can save the game, all of that. We're going in. Because at the end of the day, I don't want this game to be like Genshin Impact. I really don't. I like this game. I think this game is great. And I know it can do better than what it is. So I'm going to try to help it do better than what it can. So, if you can, share the video with somebody. Like the video. Comment down below. This is a video to build up, guys. It's not like, I know my talking can be incoherent. I know I mumble. I know I just start going on tangents. And sometimes I'm saying nothing. I understand that. But help me get better at this. So give me helpful suggestions in the comments about how we can improve this situation. How I can improve on delivering these videos. Do that. Rather than just be like, this video sucks, dude. Like let's be constructive, all right? Let's get this going. Share this with everybody. Get this in the community. Let's go somewhere with this. Let's pause. There is no drama, fortunately. But like, let's not worry about the drama. Let's not worry about, oh, how hot is fire. Let's stop with that stupid bull crap for a second. Let's get serious for a little bit. You can have that in other creators, but with me, let's get serious. Let's try to improve this game, okay? I think we can do it. That's really all I gotta say. There's nothing much else I have to say besides that. So, thank you for watching. Peace.